Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to some of y'all, and peace out to the rest of you. Hit the share button. Most messages from me are more important than me, but this message isn't really that important. It's just kind of funny. So, in teaching English as a second language, I found that Proverbs are a pretty good way, especially if the student's native language has a lot of Proverbs in it. And I'm not talking about the book of Proverbs for some of you who only know the Bible, but I'm talking about the subject on which the book's name is based. So, Arabic speakers tend to have a lot of proverbs, and different countries have different ones. So, a proverb in two countries next door to each other may not be known about two countries away. So, in any case, I took liberty of telling them yesterday that today they should come to class with an Arabic proverb translated into English, tell it to me, and then we would see, can Professor Black Mind explain the lesson in that proverb? Some of them were so easy because they were literally the same as what you would have in English, just translated. The literal translations were direct, and the lessons, of course, intended were the same. Others of them were somewhat easy because they were at least straightforward enough in meaning. Usually if they were a complete sentence, that's what it takes to be a proverb, then I would gather some idea. If it was an idiom, which is not a complete sentence, but it's just a symbolic figure of speech, i.e. grasping at straws, then I may not understand it, because it's not even a sentence. What the hell is that supposed to be a symbol of? Of what is this a metaphor? Now, there's one student, and he always, every time I would tell him that a proverb, every time I told anyone that a proverb was very similar to one found in another language, or literally translated, he would say, they stole it from us. Now, after a while, he started to sound like a B1 conspiracy theorist, or just an actual black historian who knows what he's talking about, because that is oftentimes a true statement. So, we would joke about that on occasion. They say, as we say in English, silence is golden. They say, silence even when bitter is salvation. They have an idiom that we have, hit two birds with one stone. Same, it's literal. We say that a drowning man will grasp at straws. They say a drowning man will grab hold of a stick. So you see, some of them are exactly the same. Some are very, very, very similar. Now, they don't say curiosity killed the cat, but they'll say that a goat digs where it will die. There was one that a student sent, and he sent the English translation. He wrote it for us, and it was, save your white coin for a black day. And so I said, excuse me, what the F is this? And he bust out laughing. He was doing it to troll me. Now, this kid is not a bad kid. If he dishes it out, he can take it. And to the credit of many people here, they oftentimes can dish out. They can oftentimes take what they dish out. So he said to me, I know, Professor, you're going to change the colors, the order of the colors. Save your black coin for a white day, aren't you? And I said, your mother cuss word right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to introduce this proverb into English. Save your black coin for a white day. And he laughed, and some other students laughed and said, that's exactly what we expected. So we continued on, and then I saw this proverb that said, Somebody wrote it. And it was the one that says that, every proverb was stolen from them. And so the proverb went, one hand can't clap. So I said, now this is found in other languages too. So before I continue, are you going to tell me that this proverb was stolen from the Arabs? And he nodded his head yes. And he said it was stolen from us. So I said to him, would it be fair to you if I gave you a proverb in exchange for what somebody stole from you? And he said, okay, all right. I asked him to write it down. So he got his pen out, looked for a piece of paper, and then he looked at me and I looked at everybody first. I waited for the suspense to build. And I looked back at him and I said, one hand can't clap, but it's enough to slap.
Oh my God!
And so everybody, the students, well, you can imagine their reaction. And so after about a good 90 seconds of them just cracking up, falling over themselves, I then said to them, fit the guck out my face. Class dismissed, nyokos. And then I held the door open and I told them, get out, get to stepping.